Unfortunately, my perfect prediction record is broken. The last Western Conference semifinals pair was set tonight. In the second Western Conference matchup, it will be the Los Angeles Lakers facing off against the Houston Rockets. And what does that mean? Prediction time! What up? This is Purple Prince, and today we'll preview and predict the playoff series between Los Angeles Lakers and Houston Rockets. Let's start with the Lakers. I predicted them to beat Portland in 5 games. Oh, and look who was exactly perfectly right. All jokes aside, the series should not have ever been close. Portland was a great bubble story, but the Lakers should have beaten them. The Trailblazers gave all the dreamers like Charles Barkley some hope as they beat the Lakers in Game 1. Everyone was like, oh, it's Dame time, the Lakers will get swept. Yeah, right. In the end, the series was pretty easy. I have to give Portland credit though. CJ McCollum was playing with a back injury, Dame was first playing with an injured finger, and then went out with a knee injury and didn't participate in Game 5. They gave us some great moments in the bubble, but the Lakers were just better. For the Lakers, it was pretty much a two-man show. Anthony Davis averaged 29.8 points and 9.8 rebounds, but the most consistent player, like always, was LeBron James. He actually averaged a triple-double for the series, 27.4 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 10.2 assists. And he did that in only 32.9 minutes per game. Impressive. Now, after AD and LBJ, it gets a bit sad. Only 2 players for the Lakers averaged double-digit points, KCP and Kyle Kuzma. Both averaged just 11.2 and 10.8 points respectively. KCP was very disappointing in Game 1, but by the series end he started to become a very reliable force on the offensive side of the ball. Kuzma, on the other hand, after playing pretty good in the seeding games, had a disappointing series, as he shot just 36% from the field and 30% from the 3. Speaking of disappointments, Danny Green was disappointing. Alex Caruso was disappointing. Dion Waiters barely even played. So if anything, for some Lakers it can't get any worse, and that's a good sign. As a team, the Lakers averaged 117.2 points per game, which is the second best result from all the playoff teams. They let the Trailblazers score 106.6 points, the 5th best result. They shot 48.4% from the field, the 3rd best mark, while letting the opponents make just 42.6% of their field goals, the 5th best mark. The Lakers were quite miserable from the 3-point line, shooting just 34.3% from there, the 4th worst out of 16 playoff teams. Meanwhile, their opponents shot 37.9%, so the Lakers had the 9th best defense against 3-pointers, and Portland is a 3-point heavy team. As for Houston, after finding out that Westbrook will miss some games, I predicted that Houston would go down in 6 games to OKC. That obviously was wrong. Both teams battled hard, but in the end, it was Houston who won a really close Game 7 tonight, so now they will face the Lakers in the conference semifinals. Houston won the first 2 games of their series pretty handily, and that was without Westbrook. Then OKC won the next 2 games. Westbrook returned for Game 5, in which he wasn't really a factor, but Houston just blew out the Thunder. OKC then made a great comeback in Game 6 to even the series 3-3, and tonight it came down to the final seconds of regulation. OKC made a costly mistake during an inbounds play, and the game was over. Houston's best player was James Harden. He averaged 29.7 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 8 assists. His shot wasn't really falling as he connected on 46.4% of his field goals and just 31.2% of his threes. Houston did get some great production from their role players. Daniel House, Jeff Green, Robert Covington all averaged double-digit points on good shooting percentages. Eric Gordon was their 2nd best scorer, averaging 18 points per game, but he shot the ball very poorly overall, just 40.5% from the field and 25% from the 3. But in Game 7, he did make 5 out of 10 from distance. I know what you're interested in. Russell Westbrook. He participated in 3 games, averaged 14.7 points, and shot 41.7% from the field and 16.7% from the 3. He clearly wasn't in game shape yet. In fact, it was him who pretty much cost Houston Game 6. This series could have ended earlier. The usually very potent Rockets offense averaged 110.4 points against the Thunder, good for 10th out of 16 teams. They gave up 104 points per game, which point-wise was the 3rd best defense. Houston shot 43.4% from the field and 35.8% from the 3, 11th and 12th best results in those categories. On defense, they allowed their opponents to connect on 43% of field goals and 32.8% of their threes, 5th and 2nd best. Defensively, Houston was on its game. Both teams met 3 times during the regular season. Houston won 2 of those meetings. One of those losses for the Lakers occurred in the bubble when the Lakers were mostly playing their reserves, so it's hard to say whether Houston really has the Lakers' number. Let's go to some keys for the Lakers. Number 1. Free throw shooting. Did you know that LeBron James was the Lakers' best free throw shooter in the first round? I mean, it should be like that because he's the best player in the world, but usually he's not. And even being the best from the line, he shot just 73.7% from the charity stripe. That means that everyone else was so bad. Anthony Davis was unreliable from the line, and everyone else just didn't get to the line enough. Free throw shooting has been a constant problem in Lakers camp. I don't think it will be such a big deal this series, but it has to improve, and this series is a great starting point for it. Those critical misses accumulate, and that just brings unnecessary pressure late in games. Number 2. Who else besides LBJ and AD? This one also has been a bugging question lately. We know the Lakers have 2 superstars, but who else can carry some load when necessary? Kyle Kuzma has always been mentioned as the third one, but so far he's been too inconsistent. Can KCP continue his good run? Danny Green can be a lot worse than he was against the Trailblazers. The Lakers will need somebody else, and what better time to figure that out than in conference semifinals series? Number 3. Rebounding. Houston is a short team, so the Lakers should have a big rebounding advantage, and they should use their length to full advantage. Offensive boards for second chance points, defensive rebounding for more possessions, all that will be crucial, especially since the Rockets love to shoot 3-pointers. That means more rebounds. That means more opportunities for the Lakers. And number 4, their own 3-point shooting. Throughout the season it has been a problem for the Lakers. Why does it always seem like I want to say that about every Lakers problem? Well, I guess because it has been that way. This was their weakness through the season, through the first round of the playoffs, and it's still their weakness. They have 3-point shooters on the team, so I don't know where lies the problem. They should start connecting sooner or later. The Lakers obviously should hope it happens sooner. For the Rockets, can Russell Westbrook be better? He was awful at the end of Game 6. Too wild, too mistake prone. It's clear that he will need to be better versus the Lakers. He plays so hard that sometimes it's damaging to his own team. Houston can't count on their role players scoring as much as they did versus the Thunder. Their stars need to step up first, and Westbrook has to do that the most. Who will guard AD? The Rockets will have problems with LBJ too, but they have absolutely nobody in the paint who can go toe-to-toe with AD. The Lakers should exploit that. They don't have the length or enough physicality to really stop AD in the paint, so if the Lakers play smart, they should feed AD in the post. That will get some Rockets into foul trouble, not even mentioning easy points for the Lakers. 3-point shooting. This is actually the most important aspect of their game. They will launch 50, 60 3-pointers every game. Versus OKC they were okay, but not great from distance. If Gordon can start hitting some threes, Harden is better, and as a team they can connect on about 20 threes per game, the Lakers will be in big trouble. That's really their only shot winning this series. And number 4, late game execution. This one was especially obvious during Game 6 of their series versus OKC. Westbrook made some critical mistakes and Harden didn't even get the ball. He should take the last shot. He should have the ball. If in any game versus the Lakers it comes down to late possession, the Rockets have to be better at executing, or at least not committing bad turnovers. They managed to beat the OKC Thunder despite their mistakes, and to their late game execution, especially on defense, was great in Game 7, but I'm not sure the same thing can happen against the Lakers. So with all that in mind, I have to go with the Lakers winning this series. I think it can go 5, but more likely it will be a 6-game series with the Lakers advancing to the conference finals. I don't believe Houston can be so deadly from the 3-point line to eliminate all the other disadvantages they will have against the Lakers. What is your prediction for the series? Can Houston beat the Lakers? Who's the better team? Please leave your prediction in the comment section. As always, like, share, and subscribe. That's really important and motivating for me. Thanks. This was Purple Prince, and I'm out.